Ooh, good morning, guys. Good morning. Let me try to get my camera right. All right, how about that? Don't want my kids' room in there. All right, good morning, guys. I am 6 minutes late for this live. Anyways, welcome to the morning show. I'm not pulling out all my tricks today because I have a lot that I have to do today, but I know a lot of you wanted me to definitely talk about the video I posted on Instagram in regards to there being a huge misconception about beautiful, attractive, and confident women. And so that's what I'm here to talk about today briefly because, like I said, I have a lot going on today and I definitely got to get myself out of the house. Guys, like my little jacket, I can kind of wear this anyway. Flip it up like that. I can flip it down. I can flip it this way. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm also going to try to start going live Instagram. I know someone told me about that. I have a lot of people on my Instagram, and I should try and get into the Instagram crave. I see, Kaya and all of them doing their thing on Instagram. So people are like, come to Instagram, Miss Ross, you'll have a lot more viewers there. So I'm going to try to figure out Instagram and how to go live there sometime tonight. I'll play around with that. But anyways, guys, I really, really want to explain to you, why there is a misconception in regards to beautiful women not being considered the top pick of being wifed up, I guess. It seems like there are a lot of beautiful, independent, confident, attractive, bossed up women who are actually single. A lot of them have never been married. I have been married before, but you have a lot of us who has never been married. And I'm going to tell you why. It is hard. And I know a lot of you actually believe that, because I get it all the time. People, guys ask me, who I'm dealing with. I have to be dealing with someone. I've got to have a man. And a lot of guys think that I have like 2 and 3 men because it's a misconception, because they feel like I have a nice body, I'm attractive, I'm intelligent, I'm beautiful to them. So they just assume that I have, that I take advantage of my options. So I'm not going to lie. Beautiful people in general, I'm not even talking about women, men too. If you're beautiful and you're attractive and you have a nice body, you have tons of options out there. But that doesn't mean you're utilizing all those options, okay? Trust me, it does not mean that. Yes, I have the option to go out and date and be with whom I want to be with, but that doesn't mean that I'm taking advantage of my freedom to be with whomever I want to be with, because that's not the type of woman that I am. And I've heard the story or the theory or the statement being made too many, quite often, too many times that I would like to hear in regards to me, the type of woman that I am, and I represent a lot of women, that I won't find a good man, those so-called wholesome men, the family man. I won't find one of those men to wife me. Like, they're not going to take me serious, or they're not going to feel as though I'm wifey material, because I choose to sometimes show these off. I show my figure a lot. So those men, the good men, the men that, have the good jobs and they're upstanding and, family men, work 9 to 5, have good jobs with benefits, those men are not going to take me serious. And I'm here to tell you guys that for women, don't believe it, okay? Please don't believe it, because like I said, when I was with my kid's father, my ex-husband, he took dang good care of me, and I didn't cover up as half as how I do now. When I was with my ex-husband, I was practically naked walking around with him. It didn't bother him at all. You know why? Because he's a confident man when it comes to, his woman. Well, at least that's how he kicked it to me. I've never had him tell me, hey, cover up your breast, or, why are you always wearing tight? No, he never said stuff to me like that. He would always compliment me and say, dang, you look so good. And I could tell when we go out, he'd be proud. When we're walking around, he's proud. He's grabbing me by the waist. He's like letting people know that this is me. He was confident. And that's the key word that I want to let a lot of you know. The only reason, and this is not up for debate, I don't care what females say. A lot of women are intimidated and threatened by women like me. You're threatened and you're intimidated because you yourself are insecure. And that goes for men. A lot of men are insecure of women, and that's why they don't choose women like me. They want me. Oh, they want a woman like me. They wish that they had enough confidence and, to the point where they could ask me to marry them or want to see me in their kitchen cooking, looking like this. But because they're insecure, they know they couldn't mentally process it. They can't handle it. The insecurity that they have is the reason why they are not going to choose a woman like me, because they'll be too worried about what I'm doing. If the insecurities raises the issue of trust. It's like, because you're insecure, you're not going to trust me either, and I get it. So I'm not looking for an insecure man. I want to be very clear about that. I am not attracted to an insecure man. The type of man that wants to be with me, he has to be secure. Now, I have a good friend, and he's a very attractive guy, and we talk almost every day. And like I said, he can have whomever he wants, and he agrees with me. He's like, look, listen, the only type of men that don't want to be with a woman like you are insecure. He was like, and I'm telling you this from a man, because they are threatened by the fact that you getting too much of attention, and they're insecure and they can't handle it. But he's like, for him, and I know that this is how he is, he wants a good woman. He wants a woman to look good because she compliments him. Like he said, she represents me. When we're out, I want her looking her best, because I'm going to definitely let people know, hey, that's me. She going home with me. And then see, a lot of guys don't have that type of confidence, because like I said, that insecurity is blocking them from being able to be secure with their woman. So therefore, they're not going to want to be with women like me, and they are going to believe the hype that women like me, or women who tend to dress to show off their bodies, and women who are into keeping themselves up, like, you're always getting your nails done, you got to have your hair did, you got to have on your designer. Insecure men are not going to be able to deal with you. So my advice to you women, if you are the type of woman that you're high maintenance, you like to keep yourself together, you love looking good, you feel good when you look good, you're confident, the guy that you're trying to be with, if he can't love you and respect you enough to just accept you for who you are, and be confident enough to know that you want him and nobody else, then leave him where he is. Leave him where he is. And I have had to do that. I have had, several guys that have come across, my life since I've been divorced that I've liked. And it's just unfortunate that they are insecure and they can't handle my profession, because I'm constantly around men. I'm constantly, in the public eye. People see me. And men that are insecure, they don't want the world to see you because they're insecure. It's like, this is my property. This is who I'm with. And I don't want this other man over here thinking that he's going to take her from me. But this is where the security comes in. If that man was secure with himself, if he was secure and wasn't insecure, that wouldn't even bother him, because he'd have the confidence and he'd know that that woman is with him and for him. Because one thing about women, and I know this because this is how I am. Women don't see no other man except the man she's into. I don't care if a woman has 100 men running behind her, and all of those 100 men could be millionaires. But if this woman is into this broke man, she is gonna be with this broke man. It has nothing to do with a man's with money. It has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing to do with none of that. Women want what they want and they want who they want. And the only men that will get that are secure men. So like I said, the only type of people that actually believe that I'm the type of woman that's not wholesome, that can't cook, that wouldn't make a good wife, are insecure and they're intimidated by me. A lot of women are intimidated by the type of woman that I am, the type of women that I represent. They're intimidated because guess what? They're thinking in their heads, she's the type of woman that my husband will probably want to be with. And these are the thoughts that women think about. And you know why? I know that they think like this because I used to think like this when I was married to my husband. I used to see certain women and I used to be like, Dad, that's the type of, I could see my husband with her. You know, you can see your man with a certain type of woman because you already know what type of woman he's attracted to. And if you know that your appearance and how you look or your personality isn't, you know, nowhere near on the level of the type of woman that you already know your man would go for, that woman will automatically intimidate you. That woman automatically becomes a threat to you. And that's why you want to believe that women like me are not wifey material. You want to believe the worst about me because it fuels your insecurity. It makes you feel good to actually believe that. But the truth is, women like me, my opinion, should be a man's number one choice. Because not only are we beautiful and we're high maintenance, we make sure we're going to be looking good for our man at all times. We're independent. So we don't need our men. We want our men. It's a difference. See, it's a difference between needing a man and wanting a man. Me, I personally prefer to want a man rather than need him. I don't want to want no man. I made that mistake once in my life and I promised myself that I would never depend on a man ever. I don't care what none of you say. A lot of women always try to make me feel bad for a man not, me. Well, they don't know that I don't allow a man to take care of me. But to them, it looks like men are not taking care of me. But no, I won't. I allow men to do certain things for me to a certain extent. Now, if a man wants to do something major for me, like pay my rent or pay my car note, so then I break it down. I make sure that we are clear that don't expect anything from me because you're making this huge, commitment to something. So, like I said, I'm just at the point where I've made a lot of mistakes with allowing a man to do things for me. And then when I don't give him what he wants, guess what? The car got took back. The next month, my rent wasn't paid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. You're not about to start me off taking care of me. And then as soon as I do something or say something or go somewhere you didn't want me to go, say something you didn't want me to say, or chill with my girls when you didn't want me to chill with them, and then you want to cut me off. Oh no, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. You call me a control freak. I am a little control freak because I get that from my dad. But still, at the end of the day, I'm a Candy Buress. I'm in these streets every day to take care of my man. I'm not trying to get with somebody. The only thing that I expect my man to do when I get with him is take care of me in the areas of loving me, respecting me, admiring me, and making me feel good. That's it. That's the only thing I'm going to expect my man to do. Because I refuse to allow a man to come into my life and I depend on him. And then he starts showing his ass. Like I said, I made that mistake before. I'm not going to do that again. I don't know why my camera just went blurred. Okay, it's back focused now. Maybe I'll be too far back from the camera. Okay, so anyways, guys, briefly, I just wanted to touch on the topic. And I want you women to come on my post and debate with me. You are insecure. You are threatened by me because you think that because I'm single, number one, you think that I want your man. You think that my body is just freely available to any man that wants it. Because see, I'm not committed to anyone. I don't have anyone that I have to answer to. So I can see whoever I want to see. So therefore, that makes me a threat to you and your man. Because number one, the only reason I'm a threat is because you're insecure. Because if you were secure, I wouldn't be a threat to you at all. Period, point blank. The way I dress when I come around you and your man, it wouldn't threaten you. It wouldn't bother you. And you darn sure wouldn't be intimidated by it, because guess what? You're secure not only with yourself, but in your relationship. So me dressing any type of way would never be a threat. Like me personally, I've never been the type of woman to be threatened or intimidated by no woman like that. Like I said, I used to look at women and be like, oh, dang, I could see Aaron with her, because I know what he like, because she reflects me. You know, she had a body like me, so I'm looking at her like, yep, he'll go for that. He'll hit that. He'll hit that. If I gave him a hall pass, he'll hit it. But it wasn't, it wasn't no intimidation or threat. And matter of fact, I used to like be the one to get his attention with women. I used to be like, oh, look at her. I used to be like, Aaron, look at her. She look good, don't she? He'd be like, he tried to act like he ain't looking, because, he don't know. He's like, I ain't falling for that one, But honestly, I used to like seeing his reaction. I thought it was funny. Like you want to look. So you just go ahead and look. But that's because I'm secure, and I knew that I looked good. I knew that at the end of the day, he was proud to go home with me. He knew that I was going home with him, and I knew that he was going home with me. So even when we used to go out to the club, I used to like let him go off. And I think we used to play these games where we would leave each other in the club and see who would approach who first. Like a couple times I've tried to play that game with him, but he'd be like, because, he don't want nobody coming up on me. But I used to like moving from him just to see what woman is looking at him, or what, if he still got it like that. And he did, he did. But it never bothered me for him to have a conversation with a woman at the club, because I'm in the club and I know he's going home with me. So even if, she turned on by my man and she like, oh, I'm about to get this dude tonight. No, you're not. Because he going home with me. You won't be getting a piece of that tonight, because he walking out of here with me. That's just how confident I was. And when we used to walk out, I used to let him know, like, Babu, like, yeah, he with me. And they used to be like, oh, yeah, he with me. It's good, though. It's all good, But I've always been a confident person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've never been threatened or intimidated by no woman. I think all women are beautiful. I love my BBWs. And then, sometimes I be looking at BBWs like, dang, I wish I was thick, It's just like you want a piece of every woman that you see. Like I do. I like, okay, I want that. That BBW, I want them thick legs. Like, how BBWs, they got them legs at the bottom. Like, the bottom part of their legs are so thick. And I wished I had thick legs, but I got these chicken legs. Y'all see my pictures? I got like chicken legs at the bottom. But you got women who want my body. And I got other women that I look at and I'm like, I wish I was that thick. Like Jamaican thick. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousin Toya, my cousin Bug's wife Toya, Jamaican thick. So anyways, again, for the last time, and this is not up for debate, you guys, stop believing the hype, okay? Stop thinking that because a woman is beautiful and that she can't be trusted and she's not loyal. And I can honestly tell you this, the most loyal type of women that you will find are beautiful, attractive, confident women. The reason why we are more loyal to than a woman who's insecure is because we get so much attention on a daily basis that we're used to it. And it doesn't do anything for us. It's like when a woman is complimented. See, this is how a lot of men end up sleeping with women, because a woman lacks attention. If a woman lacks attention, if she lacks being complimented to a level of where she's actually believing that she is as beautiful as this man is telling her, it is easier for her to lay down with that man because he's making her feel some type of way. He's making her feel a type of way that she's not used to feeling. And that is why an insecure woman would drop her panties quicker than a secure woman. So while all of you guys are out there looking at me and looking at women who have nice bodies and who on Instagram showing their bodies, who gets all this attention today, thinking that she will be the one to cheat on you quick. No, I promise you, She is not the one. She is not going to cheat on you because she gets attention every day to the point where it rolls off her back. It means nothing to her. A guy complimenting her ain't making her feel no type of way because she gets it every day. She's used to it. She's used to it. So it's actually harder for a woman who's complimented on a daily basis to give in to a man because she's like, get in line. You know what I'm saying? You and the 1,000 other men, I done heard it all before. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, whatever, she's with who she with. The only type of compliment that a woman that's beautiful, attractive wants is the compliment from the man that she's into. Now, an insecure woman, she, like I said, she is going to cheat on you quicker than anybody because she is not used to getting the attention that this man is giving her. So if you're dealing with an insecure woman, and you know if your woman is insecure because she's always checking your phone, she's always going through your phone, she can't stand when you leave the house to go hang with your boys, she thinking you doing something every time you hit the door, when you come back, she accusing you of being with somebody. You guys know when you got an insecure woman, she looking at your phone, every move you make with your phone, she's insecure. She's threatened. And a lot of you are the reason that she's like that. And that's another podcast. I'm not going to talk about that. But anyways, an insecure woman will cheat on you faster than a secure woman. So like I said, while all of you running around here settling, being with these librarian type women, trying to get with these mediocre type women, trying to get with women who are less of who you really want to be with because you lack security with yourself, you're wasting her time and you're wasting your own time. And you're going to cause her a lot of hurt and pain. And this is why you guys cheat. Because you try to secure your confidence. You get with these women that you're not really attracted to. She's not really the type of woman that you want. But because she has a good job and, she's the type of woman that will go to work. And, she knows how to cook. She goes to church. She seems wholesome. She's a woman that seems to have grace. She doesn't show her body. She covers up. You guys know the type of women that I'm talking about. She's not me, pretty much. She's not taking pictures every time she puts on her outfit to go out to dinner or go out to the club. She doesn't have an Instagram account. She's not on Instagram. She's just not taking pictures like that. Those are the type of women that you settle with because, like I say, she makes you feel comfortable. She makes you feel comfortable. But I am really the type of woman that you wish you could be with. Meaning, you could be with me, but because you lack self-confidence and security, you won't be with me. Because you can't handle the way that I carry myself and the way that I am because you're insecure. But you want to be with me, which is why you cheat on your wife and you cheat on that mediocre girlfriend that you got with a woman like me because you really want to be with me. So you're kind of fulfilling a side of you, which is comfortness. Like she gives you a sense of comfort. She makes you feel like she's the one that you are going to end up, grow old with. So basically you're thinking that when you get old, if you were to get sick or if something was to happen to you, she's more likely the type of woman that's going to take care of you. If you ended up in a wheelchair, if it came to the point where you fell ill and you needed someone to take care of you around the clock, you feel comfortable because you feel like she's the one that will do it. But for me, you think that I'm so into myself and I'm so into my body and I'm so into, just upkeeping myself. You feel like I'm not the type of woman who is capable of that. You feel like I wouldn't be able to take care of you. And this is where you are making your mistake. You are judging a book by its cover. Because trust me, a woman like me, I'm very loyal. I've been dealing with one guy for a very long time. And it's because I'm loyal regardless of what my title is. I'm just, even though, you look at me, you see me on Instagram, you see me showing my body, I guarantee you couldn't get not one You can't get not one to get on my post and tell you that they've been with me. Not one since I've been dealing with my friend. Because I'm loyal and all the attention that I get from other guys, it means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, had I been the type of woman who's not used to getting attention, it would be easier for me, for a guy to sleep with me, because it's like, he makes me feel good. Why do women be with men? Why do men choose to be with a certain type of woman? Because that woman gives him a sense of security in some type of area of his life that he is lacking. So for all of you people that are out there in these relationships claiming that, your man is dealing with a side chick and a thought and all of this, baby, trust me, you don't need to be saying nothing like that about your man's side chick or whoever, because it only proves that you are lacking in an area that your man needs. Because if a man has to go to another woman to get satisfaction, I don't care if it's conversation. He could just be calling her to talk. That lets people know that you are not talking to your man. You're not talking to him. Therefore, that's why he's talking to this other woman. It goes for sex. If a man is telling you he's only dealing with this woman because she give good head, do you really think that's saying something good about you? And see, this is where you women don't think. You're so quick to try and go in on a woman because you felt like this woman ain't this and she ain't that, because your man is telling you this, but at the same time, while he's trying to put this woman down to build up your confidence so that you don't feel some type of way for him even messing with this woman, so he got to try to downplay this woman. He got to try to make you feel like she ain't nothing, that this is all he got from her. Please don't believe it. If he tell you anything about, oh, I only got this from her, baby, it's letting you know that you lack in that area. Either you're not giving your man head, or either the head that you're giving him ain't good enough, because he's still going over here getting head from this chick. He should not be over here getting no type of service from a woman if you are taking care of him at home. So like I said, again, it's a sense of, it's insecurity all around the board in regards to men. Like I said, they settle for the type of woman that they are comfortable with, that they feel like would be a better candidate. So people say, you guys heard the term, I can take her home to mama. I can introduce her to my mom and my mama is not going to look at her sideways. But guess what? Just because you feel like a woman can be taken home to mama, that does not mean that woman will not cheat on you. Because I know a lot of women who are not attractive at all, and they are cheaters. All they do is cheat. And you know why they're cheating? Because you are not telling them they're beautiful. And you know why you're not telling them they're beautiful? Because you too don't feel like they're that attractive enough for you to tell them that. When a man compliments his woman almost every day, that is a man who is proud of what he has. But if a man is constantly walking around the house and he ain't too much giving out no compliments like that, or he's not really interactive with you to the point where, a man, his body language speaks for itself. Like my ex-husband, he could never keep his hands off of me. Even when I got pregnant. And right now, my ex-husband gets on my last nerve. Like, I tell him all the time, I don't even like you. Like, no, I don't like you. I'm just putting up with you for our children. But at the end of the day, one thing I can say, when we were together, he was into me. You hear me? That man loved him some Miss Ross. It didn't matter. He knew that even if I had on my little, my bonnet on my head, my hair was jacked up, I ain't got my wig on, my eyelashes ain't on, I got on these old jacked up pajamas, he didn't care. He would come in that kitchen if I would be cooking, wrap his arms around me, or he'll kiss me on the neck, he'll kiss my shoulder. It was always some type of body language, where he naturally would show me that, hey, I'm digging you. I'm still digging you, and that's all I'm saying. So you guys be very mindful and be careful about what you allow men to tell you. And men, please don't believe the hype and think that the type of woman whom I represent wouldn't make a good wife for you or don't know how to cook, because trust me, the devil is a lie. I'm from Mims, Florida, honey. Everybody know Helen Williams, Mary Harris, Sada James, Annabelle Berry, Mookie Berry, Lily Mack, all them folks know how to cook. Okay? And you best believe Marinette taught her girls how to throw down in the kitchen. All right? So yes, I know how to cook. And guess what? I cook when I want to. I don't cook every day because it's just me and my children. But when I do, I cook. I know how to take care of a man. When I get one, trust me. And I'm going to make sure he's satisfied, because one thing I don't want my man having to go to another woman. When my man goes and talks to another woman or does anything with another woman, you know what I do? I don't even get mad at the woman. I blame myself. It's like, you know what? You played a role in that because he lacked something. Something was missing. When it finally got to that point, something had been missing, And I'm not justifying men cheating. I don't believe, trust me, don't nobody want to be cheated on. All right. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I was woman enough to take part in, what happened with me and my marriage. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. And no, Aaron didn't necessarily cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? My story is, I'll tell it to you when I'm up there and I write a book or something. I'll put all the details in that later. But anyways, so guys, I want to put that to rest, and I promise you, it's not up for debate. It's insecurity. Insecurity is the key word. It is the key word to why men choose not to marry a woman like me or are afraid. It's not that they don't want to. They're afraid because they're not secure. And the only reason that women choose to believe that a woman like me couldn't secure a good man is because they're threatened and they're intimidated. So, of course, they want to think the worst about me. Of course, they want to believe, all these memes about these type of women, because I'm on Instagram. So the only reason I throw myself into that category, and I know a lot of my friends are always like calling me and saying, why you keep throwing yourself in the category? Well, because I'm on Instagram, so it's not like, I always like to include myself because I know people talk about me. You know what I'm saying? So I always include myself because I am one of these women that I have a lot of nice pictures of my body on Instagram. Y'all don't see these breasts. Y'all don't see them on Instagram. So that's why I include myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know that I am. I get a lot of men who want me. They're attracted to me. They want to be with me. They want to wake up with me every day, but they just can't handle it because they're insecure. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Miss Ross Radio Morning Show. I'm still getting this morning show together. I'm still trying to get my camera crew, trying to figure out how all this works. But what I'm first and foremost trying to focus on doing is making sure that I am in front of this camera at 10 o'clock every Friday mornings for the Miss Ross Radio Morning Show, because if not, then I'll definitely not gain any type of viewers or audience. All right. And guys, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Miss Ross Radio. That's Twitter too. Twitter, Snapchat. What I got Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Miss Ross Radio. And if you guys want to find out about stories you don't see on TV, I'm your go-to girl for that too. You guys log on to MRRmedia.com. All right, and you guys can read about all the local stories that you don't see on TV that they are not going to televise. You can get it from me. All right, and what else I want to say? Oh, be on the lookout for Miss Ross's launch. That's right, I got a launch coming, so you guys make sure you stay tuned and tune in. MissRossRadio.com. Later.